Tonight, the Grizzlies have it in blue, and we're Russell. Minnesota's been very good here at home of late. They've won 7 of their 8 games at home in January. Kyle Anderson, all by his lonesome for
down threes. That certainly opens up driving lane opportunities for Anthony Edwards.
It was Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive assignment, and he was about 15 feet away when he got that ball. Story in this game, Grant, the Grizzlies are one of the best in the league at just about Russell has it with Clark in front of him. Here comes Edwards. Out of steam. Jackson tipped it over the rim. Gobert winds up on top of Clark.
Interesting to see what this team can be in its potential.
Anderson handles. He does a lot of the playmaking for Minnesota. Russell, giant killer.
What's interesting is, without Desmond Bane, Minnesota known for packing the paint.
Away from Rudy Gobert, Zaire Williams with the steal. Brooks is in transition. He'll try another 3 and got it.
Not just from Memphis getting Brooks going, but sometimes the best defense is good offense with this matchup against Anthony Edwards.
Quick 7-0 run out of that touch to the corner, back to Anderson. They see the patience. Russell drops it to Anderson. A little floater is just 8 a game. A great early start for him. Aldama got some space, chose not to shoot. He's a decent 3-point shooter. Morant will try
threes. He's attacking, getting to the paint, and taking the challenge defensively on Edwards.
10 points leads the way for Memphis. First Grizzly to double figures. Russell fadeaway, 6th in assists. Knifing his way through, hangs and hits. Defenses are able to load up a little bit against Anthony Edwards, and he's learned how to attack every one of those. Drop coverage is everything. Taking on Jalen Smith in Indiana.
I thought it'd be a little closer with the numbers there.
It's early. Polls are still open.
That's true.
Edwards hanging and hitting over Aldama. Aldama looking for an answer and gets it. Inside, it's Knight. Old school post up. Big on big. Jump hook.
Some separation.
It's like a 1996 flashback. Tillman to Jackson. Turns the corner, left hand, and 1.
3D.
Right. Yeah. Present company accepted. Russell slips in. Jones, the ultimate caretaker of the basketball, inbounds for Memphis. Aldama to the post, to the left hand, won't fall. Grizzlies keep it alive. Into Roddy. Big body, up off the glass, Evan. Knight out to Noel. Knight tees up a 3. It's up. We're not exactly sure where he banged up the wrist, but we can see him holding it here on the floor a few minutes ago. Inside, it's Roddy for the flush. Anderson got hung in the air. Russell will try a 3. High archer, well short, but chased down. Eventually, it's Noel up and in. Anderson's going for a kick while letting Roddy go by, but it's wiped away by Reed and stretch. Russell back the other way. Noel for the finish. The classic Summer League fast break invoked by Grant Hill. LaRavia for 3. Got it. Smooth. And can't sink it. Rivers inside to Reed. Good transition. And they it's like neither team's really into a flow here offensively. Brooks turns the corner. Morant. Yes.
On that 3-pointer, but to really take over for his team and give him a lift going into halftime. Let's see if he can get going.
He's 2 for 2. I actually like that rule. I don't think it's coming to the NBA anytime soon, but I've always liked that rule. Morant.
Shotty under the basket to dunk on.
He needed a target. If you're just with us, Edwards banged up that right wrist. He's got a wrap on it now, but is back in the game. Kyle Anderson also had 3 fouls before halftime. Edwards back out to slow-mo. Began this game with a 3. How best to use his very particular set of skills. Grizzlies up against the shot clock. Clark almost got that to go, and just in the numbers in the first half. So far, about halfway through the air, and it's hard to believe, Rudy Gobert has the best individual offensive rating in NBA history. So it can be done. You can build an efficient offense around him. And Chris Finch admitted it's been a little clunky, so for better or worse.
Exactly.
Here's Brooks in traffic. Took on 3 Timberwolves, can't go.
Execution, great shot attempts on the offensive end, and slowly get back into this game.
Yeah, their offense hasn't had a ton of flows. Wolves, Minnesota will take that. It's this very good Memphis rebounding team, even without Steven Adams on the floor. Clark off the pass connect. McDaniels comes away with it. Edwards in transition. Pause for poise and got the.
That just shows you how talented and how deep the Western Conference is this season.
It's always the problem. Of course, new format for the All-Star game. That's a very quick move by Merck. 4 votes.
With that being said, guys, Dylan Brooks with the layup.
Much fanfare, and so much excitement and so much anticipation, and he's been hurt a lot.
That guy has a lot to do with it. Edwards draws a crowd out to Reed. Crossover past Brooks over Aldama, and pretty move from Naz Reed. And the lob to Clark went awry. Back comes Minnesota. McDaniels, good spin move and a finish.
You know, a set number you're getting to win the game, like pickup basketball. Now we're having captains pick their team right this weekend.
Edwards playing a little pickup ball of his own, just ISO on Santi Aldama, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Taylor Jenkins would like to avoid that 13 points in the quarter for Edwards. Jackson running the Timberwolves won that quarter by 1, but it could have been much worse for Memphis, who finished with the final 7 points of the third to make it a manageable 10-point game.
I don't know if I believe that.
Roddy comes away with it. Morant to the left hand, straight 20-point game. Austin Rivers past Tillman, comes out of the crowd, gets it to Noel. Into the paint, Gobert with a dunk. Tillman hands it off to Roddy, taken away by Rivers. Rivers sniffed it out and slams it. 19th turnover of the night for Memphis. Morant, high archer.
Been on the games that they've lost, they poor shooting from the free throw line.
Let's put out to Russell. Edwards. Little momentum to Anderson.
In the NBA and just going through a cold spell here, out of sorts.
Zaire Williams got the start tonight, gets the buck. Handoff for Edwards. Rises, fires. Front rim, slow-mo.
I think it's to teachers, coaches, neighbors. He said, Grant, coming back now? I only have to give away 10 tickets. That's all. That's nothing.
Always a challenge, particularly for young players, but slow-mo. Can we say Luka is kind of slow?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Luka after he goaltended there on that play.
37 combined turnovers tonight. Well, it doesn't happen very often. Rivers chased off the three-point line. Out to Kyle Anderson all day to shoot. Morant drops it to Clark, who drops it home. He's been great all night. Leaves it for McDaniels. Big finish for Minnesota. And that might push Morant and Jackson.
Just have really struggled and been out of sorts offensively, and to think they could be shut down and kept under 100 points.
Hesitation by Edwards. Great recovery by Jackson, who blocked it. Morant in the open floor. Ahead to Williams, and he'll finish with the layup so far. Anderson. One-on-one against Clark. Mid-range, no. Gobert keeps it alive. Oh, the drop off to McDaniel.
Jaren will try one more time. That's it. Minnesota wins it 111-100. And